it's such a pleasant night here. Got the bugs outside chirping. It's nice and cool. I got enough candles here to make it look like I'm summoning some sort of demon. I like candles, okay? Anyway, let's get on with the run here. Oh yeah, stopped here. Got the whip, got the fire toy. Now, I don't know which one I should take here. Both of these would actually be pretty interesting runs. Actually do have a coin somewhere here. Oh, yeah, here we go. What do we got? Well, of course, you at home are already going to know what I choose. It's in the title of the video. But let's say heads be whip time and tails be blowing up everything with fire. It is heads. Okay, I guess we're going whip. You know, this is very much the classic sort of Castlevania style. I mean, for God's sake, it's called Valmont's Whip, which is so stupid. Look, I like this game a lot, but come on, guys. I mean, the references are a little extreme. Do something original here. I think the more interesting bit that you're gonna get with watching this run is just observing how twitchy that critical hit that you gotta get. What the heck? What is that? Oh! Okay. Not part of the run, can't use it, but I guess they changed that. Wow, that looks super goofy. I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence about that one. I guess now that I'm thinking about it, I did just look at the patch and they did say they changed the... Oh, come on! They did say they changed the look of grenades, so I guess that's not entirely unexpected, but man, that's... I don't know if I like that one. It looks like something the Pretty Bomber would use in Bomberman. Was that reference only for me? It was? Okay. Let's go through the sewers. This weapon originally comes from Ugly Worm, so why not take it back to him? Taking it to the streets here. Underneath the streets, actually. So, whip. Obviously, the main thing you got here is going through shields. That is such a useful ability, especially if you're going through... Oh, that is so twitchy. Especially if you're going through an area with, say, thornies. Oh, it's so tiny. It's literally like the pixel at the end of that there. The big thing here is anything that has a really huge hitbox, notably I'm talking about the Watcher, will go down very easily in the face of a whip. There we go. You all saw that, right? I'm not crazy. Oh, man. Magnetic Grenade looks the same, though. That's kind of interesting, because... go double whip here. Again, not part of the challenge, so... Turret still looks the same. I will upgrade the whip, because... Could have gone full whip here. Oh boy, I'm not looking forward to the electric whip run. That's going to be... Electric whip is not bad. It's a very good item if you don't want to go quickly, basically, because you can hit dudes from anywhere. But again, not part of the purview of this. So yeah, perfect for fighting the Watcher, not so great for fighting anything that has a pretty tiny hitbox. Like, I would not recommend taking it into... I would not recommend taking it into the Sepulchre, for example, because you're going to have a hard time hitting the trackers in there. Oof. Yeah, it took a day off here in... this. Just hate that hitbox. It just needs to be a little bit bigger. Just a scoosh bigger. But yeah, it took a day off here in making videos, just because I did try to make a video yesterday. Was going with the sad dag. Why did I do that? I didn't want to actually go in here with the sad dag, but I ended up not really... I failed after about 20 minutes of the run, and then I realized that I actually talked about 20 minutes about Killer 7. And, you know, if you've never played that game, it is a great little, like, weirdo political cartoon of a game that is surrounded by surprisingly... No, I can't do this again. Not again. I already ruined one video with this. But anyway, the entire point of me talking about that was I love the idea behind games that it's like people just want to make. Dead Cells here is another good example where they've said it's just like this sort of thing is this weirdo, kind of like vaguely hardcore, you know, with the permadeath, blah, blah, blah. They, from what I understand, Motion Twin was like, we wanted to make this more than we really expect this to be a good seller. Now, near as I can tell, it has been a pretty good seller for them. I don't know, it could just be a bias on my part for obvious reasons. But I really appreciate when a game is something that, like, the creators really want to make. There's plenty of games out there that's just like, well, you know, it's what's selling, we've done we did the prequel to this one, and it did well enough to warrant a sequel, blah, 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 like that. Yeesh. That was close. And, you know, other games that are just like, well, we're getting paid. We got the money, we're getting paid. It definitely feels like a work of love, and a game like Killer 7 especially too, because I don't know who the audience for that game was other than somebody that just wanted a bunch of weirdo political cartoon, I'd say is the best way to put that game. Another game that I think that just came out recently, Sonic Mania, really feels like another one of the sort of games where it's like Whitehead, Christopher Whitehead was his name? I'm not entirely sure. Was definitely a dude that's just like, no, I'm super into Sonic and I just want to make a game like the old Sonic games. Which is totally cool with me, and definitely a game that I do want to play eventually. I still kind of feel like I want to get a little bit more practice just doing recording, editing, blah, 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 before I move on to a bunch of other stuff. I actually did talk about this in one of my previous videos, the Bow and Infinite Arrows, I want to say that was, where I talked about I do like Dead Cells and everything, but doing this whole, like, challenge run thing is more of like a dry run for me to kind of learn the ins and outs of doing the old LP style here. More than like, hey, check out how good I am at this game or whatever. Because I already got everything set up. I can start up a video of this in like literal minutes. If I just kind of feel like, hey, you know, ooh. Oh my. Hey, I'm in the mood to play some Dead Cells here. Let's just throw it on and make a video about it. And frankly, I mean, it's not like any of the videos I ever make get any views, but like these ones, I don't really expect people to be like, oh, jeez. Okay. Oh, wow. Get it. Manage it good. Oh, curses. I mean, of course, with doing curse sword runs and attempting those pretty much all the time. Whenever I feel like, I want to play the game, but I don't want to make a video right now. I'll do a Ramparts. Yeah, let's go Ramparts. Break up the order here a little bit. I'll go attempt a curse run. But yeah, like I was saying, I'm definitely looking forward to what they got coming next in this game, or whatever crazy changes they're planning to make. I mean, as much as I don't, I'm still not super down on that crazy pink grenade. Hey, it's something different. It's something that definitely caught my eye, if nothing else. And that's and hey, when you get a good early access game like that, you're always constantly seeing new stuff, and that's what I like about this game. You know, along with everything else. But anyway here. Rampart's going to be more irritating because I might get pegged a few times in the face by Inquisitors just trying to get a good critical hit on them. Ugh, not super into that, but I guess we'll see as far as that goes. Pretty much, Whip I would qualify as being like a slow weapon, in the same sort of, I don't know what you'd call it, the class as like a not quite like a broadsword or like the Nutcracker, but closer to that than like most weaponry. It's time from like start to finish on like, and I suppose you could call it like its frame data or whatever, is not great. Of course, that totally makes up if you can consistently hit with the critical attack. I guess it's actually not too bad damage against those guys. If you can consistently hit with a critical attack, which I've already said is way harder than it should be, this weapon is actually super fantastic. Right now, it does 1,000 damage if I hit with that. If I don't, it does 200. It's a real risk-reward weapon, you know? Definitely the... Come on, dude. Fine, Goomba Stomp it. Okay. I can hit him with the door and do a little bit extra damage. There we go. Come on. Oh, so close. So close. Oh, come on. Whatever, that's good enough. I got it. 75%? I'll take it. As always, getting the projectile damage mitigation is always great for the Watcher fight when he tries to shoot those poison arrows to your heart. Yeah, ABC reference? No, that was just for me. Great, because I'm like the only person that watches the videos that I put out. Okay. Got the Biter Zoo here. Okay. I was kind of hoping this was going to be the end. Because I was thinking, it's like, yeah, I probably have enough stats to be able to bail out of here and be okay. Like I said before, the Watcher fight will be one of the easier... I'm even hesitating to say that. It will be better than some of the runs I've done in the past. Let's go with that one. Ugh, tempting. 30% or 75% damage reduction from projectiles are pretty much the... If you can't get one of the, like, super special, crazy modifiers on a... Yeesh. If you can't get one of the super special crazy modifiers like stealth or like the heart on a necklace, then I'd say like 30% or 75% from projectiles is your best bet as far as getting a basic modifier. Anything else is just not useful enough. Something like that, the big stink cloud that you get when you get hit, is okay. I'm not going to say it's the best. Boy, there's a lot of Inquisitors here. What do they have in their convention in here right now? Jeez. Okay, anyway. Yeah, those are the two modifiers you're looking for as far as a lot of skill ups too, which is annoying. I prefer health at this point, if anything. I'm doing okay on damage. Yeah, alright. Well, yeah, it could be better. I'd say that doing like 1,600 damage to an enemy, especially like a what's-his-face coming up here, incomplete one coming up here, is decent. It's not the best, though. I don't know. But yeah, like the only thing that you'd really want out of a necklace that would be like not just really high damage reduction from something is maybe like the big stink cloud explosion, or like rolling or stepping does close. There we go. Or rolling or stepping does like poison or fire damage, and that's mostly useful if you have something that like takes extra damage from good dodge. That's mostly useful if you have something that takes extra damage from poison or fire. Are you kidding me? That is not a critical hit. But other than okay, I guess he just decided, nah, maybe not. Getting better at least. Did I break his AI or something? What is going on? Yeah, I guess I kind of did. Or something, I don't know. How is that not a critical hit? Definitely something like the Sadistic Sword, or Sad Dagger. It would be super effective if you get like one of the poison or fire modifiers on a necklace there. Yeah. Nah, I'm not going to be able to make the... Not going to be able to make the clock tower this time. Oh, well. Still waiting on seeing what that's going to be. Would have been super appropriate if that sort of update came out with the whip run I'm doing here. Castlevania. I've played pretty much every single one of those games. They're all super good. My favorite, naturally, being Castlevania 3, Curse of Dracula. What are you talking about? You think I was going to say Symphony of the Night? No, that's a baby game for babies. But really, I don't like that game. Honestly, I really don't like that game as much as, like, pretty much any of the other, like, Metroid-style ones. I mean, it's a great game and everything. I would not begrudge anybody to say, like, oh, yeah, that's my favorite one. But I think it gets too many accolades. It's like, it's a super easy game. It recycles a lot of assets from the... Yep. Recycles a lot of assets from, what do you call it? The one on the PC engine that I did, Rondo of Blood. And although it was like the gold standard for the Metroid game with RPG elements, I don't know. I feel like many of the ones that came after it did that whole formula a lot better. Still fantastic. I'll come back. Still a fantastic game, though. I do not want to... See, I would have died right there. I do not want to disparage it. It's still a fantastic game. Yeesh. Okay. There you go. And that critical is just impossible. Should I go for the cursed chest? Right? Whatever. I'm just gonna go. Doesn't matter that much. I think I've actually talked before about playing Circle of the Moon and how I thought that was a great game that was really bogged down by the fact that its major mechanic, the tarot cards that you get, were locked behind RNG. Something that may sound familiar with this game. You know, if you're going to be taking anything, that's not the... Ah, these guys. And no, I'm not eating. Well... Something that I'd still like to point out shares a lot of similarities with, say, this game. This game, the way that it locks major mechanics behind RNG. A blueprint system, if you will. So if I may just leave here now, I'm taking way too much damage. It's pretty rare that I actually use all my charges on my flask here, but... Oh, I honestly thought that I was going to be getting to the graveyard right here. That would have been a great coincidence. Not quite, though. Yeah, right. Still hoping they change up that blueprint system. Yeah. Also, Circle of the Moon thing that I didn't like, double tapping to run. I hate that. Just give me like the old B button Mario style. That's always a good way to do it. That way I don't have to double guess myself whenever I... Did I press it too fast? Did I press it not fast enough? So anyway, there's just like oddly specific problems that I have with video games. Hope you enjoyed. Don't worry, I have like 30 more of these runs to do where I can complain about dumb video game minutia. I mean, it's like, how many times can I say the key to winning this game is to hit enemies while not getting hit yourself? Oh, God. No, that's when the minutia comes in. Key to win the game is to score more points than the other team. Oh, come on. Okay, this is probably the exit here. So hopefully I can be saved from the nothing I've become right now. Did I hit? Oh, I was kind of hoping I would hit that there. Whatever, I'm already gone. Unless you're going to follow me through here, which I don't know, considering this game, that may be in a future update. Okay, graveyard. Almost nothing here is going to be worth fighting with this wet noodle of a weapon that I got. I really need to look for some more stats. Hopefully I can get a strength up or two. Or hell, I'll just tank them. Eesh. I'll just tank all the fights too if I get enough health to be able to do so. I think I'm about at that point. I mean, 2275 damage? That's not terrible for a critical hit. I'm just going to have to make sure that I nail those enough. Which, I mean, that's the whip in a nutshell, but what are you going to do? Whips are not even meant to be weaponry. Like, you think you can do any real damage with a big old bullwhip? Oh, great, he's gonna push me to the spikes. And as such, I'm not gonna take that right now. Oh, I actually managed not to. Good. This is gonna be risky, but I want the extra stats. I am gonna make sure that everything's clear from the door here first. Get over here. For an S&M fan, I actually have the perfect weapon for that. Ah, already did that run. Okay, give me a few zombos around here. That's all I'll need to... Ah, sure. Not too bad, though. Yeah, all I need is like 1 or 2 zombies. Should be able to take care of this curse problem. Nope. Playing this extra safe. Ah. Okay, fine. Enjoy the montage. If you're wondering why I always go with such obscure and weirdo songs, it's because, well, you know, I kind of wanted to make a little bit of guessing game. It's like, hey, what game is this song from, or whatever, something like that. Obviously, this one is kind of thematically around the whole Killer 7 deal, But the other reason would be that I'm assuming that YouTube will not get mad if I don't, say, choose an incredibly popular song that is going to immediately be content ID'd. Somehow I don't imagine that Capcom is going to be super litigious about the soundtrack for Killer 7 at this point. And if they are, goo! Whatever. Anyway, I'm back here. Doing a little bit better as far as health goes, and I think I will not actually choose to take a curse this time, if given the chance. I already denied myself one back in Darktown there. Dark City. Whatever, I don't know. Tried to come up with a dumb reference to Dark City, but nobody even knows what that movie is. Anyway, I really should have enough stats at this point anyway. Got 5 health and 9 damage, doing 1,000 with even the little baby strikes. And obviously still have the whole graveyard left to go here, so should hopefully be more than enough to be able to finish up the run at this point, which is why I don't even want to risk taking a curse at right now. Okay. Get over here. Ouch. I'm fine. Eesh. And saw ×2 curse sword on my way here. I was so sorely tempted to take that, but I knew it just like, no. Wouldn't be even if I did take it and finish that run, it wouldn't be the real run anyway, because I gotta do it without anything except for cursed swords. That's kind of that is the conceit that I built this entire series on. And I'm not gonna see all my work crumble into nothing because I decided to go against it the one time. And by all the work, I mean maybe a grand total of 40 views on this entire series. Not counting myself. Whatever, Rome wasn't voting today. That's how it usually goes. It would also help if I actually advertised in any way at all. Ah, well. Yeah. Didn't mean to slam on that zombie. I don't really want to deal with all these flying biters because this is not an ideal weapon to deal with flying enemies, period. You know, being a kind of slow swinging and not very good damage on teeny tiny targets. Teeny tiny little itty bitty baby targets. Thankfully, that's not what I'm about to be fighting. At least it has a big enough hitbox around the main part of the whip that you're not struggling to hit enemies that are like sitting right next to you, similar to the... Ugh, that was close. That was close. Similar to the, what am I thinking of? The rapier and spiked boots are just terrible for hitting enemies that are literally right next to you. That you could probably swat out of the air like a fly if you know, you found it absolutely necessary. Which with these enemies, you do find it absolutely necessary. Yeah, I've honestly thought about like suggesting something like a quick swing or just like a simple like SWAT mechanic. Just to be able to take out like single hit point enemies like the bats easier, because right now it's kind of questionable. Also, you could see there with the whip that there is a hitbox that extends beyond the critical range, but does not give you the critical damage, which is good enough. Which is annoying. Okay, watch it get over here. Yep, already first phase. That's some good damage. Now, the hard part here, I think, is actually going to be the tentacles, which tends to usually be like the... I don't know, I mean, it's all pretty much the same level of difficulty now that I'm thinking about it. Ooh, close. There we go. Okay, that'll do. How is that not a critical hit? There you go. I don't even know what I was trying there. Alright, dude, get over. Get over here. Let's finish this up. Or at least not dilly-dally too hard. There we go. Take out most of them if I get the critical hit in. Whatever. Let's just get on to the next phase here. Oh, that little itty-bitty baby damage when I'm not hitting them with the critical is terrible. Good enough. Alright. There we go. Getting a little bit better. That could totally be a coincidence, though. Oh, you guys gotta go down. Alright, that'll do. See if I can get in a third, that'll do, before the end of this battle. It's not like I've seen Babe Pig in the City in like 20 years, so... Totally appropriate, I don't even know if that's a reference or just me saying that phrase, because... Oh, no, not again. Well, it's the first time, but you know what I'm saying. What a flawless dodge. Maybe I'm just being a little bit too persnickety in trying to line up each shot perfect. There we go. Well, actually, I don't know if that's really the best, because I want to try to equal out damage a little bit better than that. Oh, that should have been a critical. Why did I say it like that? Concentrating too hard. Let's just go with that. Ah, you jerks. Just die and give me my win already. That'll do. What is up with me in that phrase today? Not saying it again. Oh, come on, dude. One more hit yet left? Not quite. There we go. Okay, another win. I don't feel too bad about that, but I should have hit it the first time. Weird. Also, can I? Oh, there they are. I don't need him or anything. I was just wondering what happened to him. I should have won that first time, though. I had a good run going. Salted to the very end. Appropriate that I want to talk now. Alright, thanks for watching, etc. Bye!